Welcome back. So, House of David season 2 review, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever. House of David season 2 year, and honestly, it doesn't just continue the story, it elevates everything. After a surprisingly strong first season, Prime Video's biblical epic returns with more skill, more drama, and deeper dive into one of history's most iconic figures, David. And this time it starts right where things off. After David defeats Goliath, now you would think that victory would end the conflict, but not even close. Instead, season 2 opens with a full blown warfare between Israel and Philistines, showcasing a brutal and chaotic world transitioning into the Iron Age. The battles are bigger, the stakes are higher, and the show wastes no time pulling you back in. Following the victory, David is welcomed as a hero. King Saul names him champion, gives him command over soldier, and even offers him marriage into the royal family. But this is where things start getting complicated because while David's rise begins, Saul's downfall quietly unfolds. Saul is still haunted mentally and spiritually, and the cracks in his kingdom are become impossible to ignore. His family is falling apart, betrayal is brewing, and his son Ishbal brings even more instability into the palace. At the same time, there's tension between Saul's daughter Michael and Merab, especially when it comes to David, and this contrast becomes the core of the season. David rising with humility, while Saul collapses under power and fear. What makes this especially compelling is David himself. Michael Iskander absolutely owns this role. You can see the evolution from a shepherd boy to a warrior, but what really stands out is the balance. He's compassionate, thoughtful, and still learning. Yet, when it comes to battle, he's fierce and sometimes even ruthless. It's not a one dimensional hero, it's layered human portrayal. The supporting cast just as strong. Jonathan, played by Ethan Kay, shines this season not just as David's closest ally, but as someone finding freedom in stepping away from the throne. Their friendship feels genuine and become one of the most emotional anchors of the show. Saul, played by Ali Suleiman, is another standout. He's powerful, intimidating, but also deeply broken. And watching his slow descent is just as gripping as David's rise. Now, beyond performances, season 2 also improves technically. The production value is noticeably higher, battle sequences are more intense, the world feels larger, and storytelling is more confident. There is also a strong theme running throughout the season, building a strong weapon. On the surface, it's about moving from bronze to iron weapons, but symbolically, it's about growth, about becoming stronger, sharper, and more prepared for what's coming. That applies to the characters and honestly to the show itself. Now, it's worth mentioning that this isn't a strict biblical retelling. The show takes creative liberties. New characters are introduced, certain events are changed, and some storylines are expanded beyond the original text. For some viewers, that might be an issue, but if you accept it as an adaptation rather than a direct translation, it works. Because at its core, the series still captures the essence of the story: faith, power, loyalty, and destiny. And by the end, season 2, it's clear this is all building towards something much bigger. David and Saul are now firmly on a collision course. Key figures for future storylines are introduced, and everything is setting up what could be the most important chapter yet: David's path to the throne and the trials that come with it. There is no official confirmation for season 3 yet, but after this, it feels inevitable because House of David season 2 doesn't just continue the story, it proves this series has the potential to become one of the most compelling biblical dramas in years. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.